On a glorious journey to great academic heights, you need a university that will guarantee hopes of employment without sweltering in a pool of job hunts. I present to you Ndejje University. We are an Anglican university endowed with 3 state-of-the-art campuses in Luero Bombo, the Graduate School in Rubaga, and the Kampala campus along Balintuma Road behind Mengo Hospital. With well-coordinated learning programs ranging from day, evening, weekend, in-service and e-learning, the globally recognized university offers job market competing courses that will surely light your academic path. Our various undergraduate and graduate programs include Business Administration and Management, Engineering and Survey, Basic Sciences and Information Technology, Education, Environment and Agricultural Sciences, Arts, Health Sciences, and many more. With accreditation by the National Council of Higher Education, we now offer a diploma in clinical medicine and community health. We as well take pride in some courses sponsored by the Higher Education Students Financing Board for a loan scheme that will not get you worried of tuition as you pursue your dream. Come ready for an academic adventure on great facilities of learning. You can visit our website on www.ndejjeuniversity.ac.ug. Ndejje University, the fear of God brings knowledge and wisdom.
Get noticed, advertise with us. Call 0714-474-433 or 0759-728-168 to place your bookings now. Ndejje University TV is available on free-to-air, GoTV, and Your TV. Follow us on Facebook, Ndejje TV Live, Twitter at Ndejje TV Live, Instagram, Ndejje TV Live, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ndejje University TV. Ndejje University TV, your source of knowledge and wisdom.
Coming up, National Environment Management Authority on plastic pollution, commemorating Day of the African Child, the President speaks about Uganda's economic future, and in sports, KIPLIMO finishes second in the best led game in Norway. This and more on Live at 8. Welcome to Ndejje University TV. This is Live at 8. My name is Grace NABUKENYA with the news in details. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has stated that Uganda's economic growth is unstoppable and said by the end of next year, the economy will be worth $55.2 billion. This was during his address at the State House in Nakasero. David Sechindu with more of the story.
In his virtual 2023-2024 budget speech to Parliament, President Museveni noted that by the end of the coming financial year, Uganda's economy will have grown 37 times in size compared to that of 1986 when the National Resistance Movement government came into power.
As I told you in the State of the Nation address, and as the Minister told you a little while ago, our economy will be US dollars 55.2 billion by the end of the coming financial year. This will mean that our economy will have grown by 37 times it has increased 37 times in size compared to Uganda's economy of 1986.
He attributed the economic growth to the success registered on the 3 tasks: minimum economic recovery, expansion of the sectors that had recovered, and diversification from the original narrow spectrum of the economy of 3 C's: cotton, coffee, and copper, and 3 T's: tobacco, tourism, and tea.
These tasks should be clear to all of you who get involved in running public affairs. Otherwise, you will make a lot of mistakes. The 3 tasks are what we called minimum economic recovery. That is what we set out to do in 1987. Minimum economic recovery, number 1. 2, expansion of the sectors that had recovered. Those sectors which had recovered, to expand them. And 3, diversification from the original narrow spectrum of the colonial times of the 3 C's and 3 T's.
The president said Uganda now is able to earn money from other items such as fish, maize, milk, gold, in addition to the 4th task of the knowledge economy based on science and high technology.
When you talk of Chira, you are now talking of a new economy. You are no longer talking of just coffee and agriculture and hotels. You are not even talking of simple manufacturing. You are talking of high knowledge, high tech manufacturing. So this is the 4th task now.
However, said Uganda's economy remains raw material based, calling for the need to add value to all raw materials such as coffee, cotton, timber, cocoa, fish products, gold, iron, copper, petrochemicals, maize, banana, and stopping to export them unprocessed.
Some limited industrialization for some of the products in the areas of sugar, for instance, steel products by recycling scrap, soap manufacture, beer, beverages, cement, etc. So apart from the high tech, we're already moving also on that really low technology, value addition to our raw materials.
Museveni also thanked Ugandans who have been praying and wishing him quick recovery since last week when he tested positive for COVID-19. The president is currently in isolation at Nakasero. Davis Senkindu, Nina Namleme, live at 8.
Every year on the 16th of June, the world celebrates the Day of the African Child, and this year the focus has been put on the rights of a child in a digital environment. Annette Nasozi with more of the story.
The Day of the African Child was instituted by the Government of Organization of African Unity (OAU) in memory of the 10th June 1976 student uprising in Soweto, South Africa. It is to commemorate the brave action the students took when they marched against the poor quality education and demanded to be taught in their languages. Basing on the year theme, the rights of the child in the digital environment, analysis has been made that there is an increase in the access to technological and internet skills by children, even those with disabilities, than before. This has been made possible in homes and schools under the help of parents, teachers, and fellow children.
We shall focus, I think, this emphasis is about the rights of children, and it's a right for a child to have an education. And in education, we have different kinds of skills that we give to children. And in this school, one of the skills that we give is ICT. And in ICT, we do a lot. We have digital literacy, we have computer science and information technology. So all those skills help the children to be able to participate in the digital world as they go on, because we are in a world that is full of technology and it keeps on evolving. So we have to equip them, and it's their right to make their life easy. But we cannot do that when we do not have assistive devices to help these children accomplish their tasks.
The digital environment has made it easy for children to access information about their rights, freedoms, and responsibilities. However, their rights have been abused in one way or the other, especially due to lack of guidance and restrictions through exposure to irrelevant information, which affects them both physically and psychologically.
Children are able to access information on their rights, on their freedoms and responsibilities. They have the rights to education, such that parents provide necessities to them, though negatively these errors expose children to bad practices such as phonology, expose them to wars via computers. Hence, they learn bad practices, i.e. killing each other, killing themselves when they see the wars going on. However, there are some solutions to these challenges, like educating these children by limiting them to different exposures. You have to see those which are suitable for them as regard to their age and abilities, and you educate them. We can educate them about the good side of the digital and technology and the negative side. We can then think of even other children who are in rural areas who do not have access to this when others are ahead of them. But we appeal to the government such that even those children who are unable to access ICT in urban areas may be catered for.
The Day of the African Child celebrates the children of Africa and thus calls for serious intervention and commitment towards addressing the numerous challenges facing children. The celebration is carried out by member states as they build up to the realization of the rights of children right from their families and society level to national and international levels. Annette Nakasozi, Yunus Kadu, live at 8.
We don't have the multiplication silence, you know.
The School of Food Technology, Nutrition and Bioengineering at Makerere University has launched a Maxwell solar cooker which is environmental friendly. Henry Mugwanya with more details.
The Maxwell cooker is a new innovation cooker that is developed by the principal investigator, Dr. Peter Tumutegereze. The Maxwell cooker, which is the first of its kind, is a cooking system that reduces carbon. Speaking at the launch, Professor Barnabas Nawangwe congratulated the college for coming up with the Maxwell, noting that such innovations are the future of Uganda.
Where the cooker can be inside the building. All other solar cookers up to date have to be outside in the sun in order to function. This one is the first one that is an indoor solar cooker. So I want to congratulate the team that came up with this project, Dr. Tegereze and his team, for this innovation. This innovation is very important for our country in many ways. First of all, our environment is being destroyed. Even when our population is still small, our population is projected to double in just 50 years. And if it doubles and we continue using wood energy for cooking, then we are going to not only destroy all the forests we have, but even now we are beginning to look for the trees and they are not there. So we have to ferry charcoal from as far as Gulu to Kampala, and that is a big problem for us. Therefore, it is going to the issue of energy for environmental protection, but it will also produce when we begin manufacturing them, because this product can be sold in many parts of the world.
The Maskol cooker comes with benefits that include zero emissions, clean cooking, minimal risk of fire outbreaks, easy to clean, minimal heat loss to the surrounding, and a cool kitchen.
For example, by reducing the carbon footprint, you're contributing to attainment of SDG 7 on affordable and clean energy. By minimizing the utilization of trees, cutting them down, contributing to climate action. Okay? You're also contributing to SDG on health, because we know that our parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles out there in villages who use charcoal, for example, who use firewood, we tend to suffer a lot from respiratory issue. Okay, so because this reduces all those emissions, you're contributing to health, and there is no doubt that you're also contributing to the SDG on industry, innovation, and infrastructure, because here you have a product that can be industrialized. So we congratulate you so much.
This innovation, being that much environment friendly, shall help control the air pollution rate and thus control global warming. Anslem Ojaru, Henry Mugwanya, live at 8.
As the country continues to fight against plastic pollution, we look at NEMA and its contribution to the fight.
He's part of David Kibande's.
Plastic pollution continues to present itself as a surge that is slowly and gradually eating up the environment. In a fight to end this pollution, we have seen different strategies being taken by individuals, teams and organizations, from the 3 R's, which are reduce, recycle and reuse, to campaigns like Taso Butonde by KCCA. National Environment Management Authority, also known as NEMA, has also taken a step to fight the surge. NEMA is a government agency responsible for monitoring, coordinating, supervising and regulating the national environment and policies of Uganda. NEMA, being an agency dedicated to all matters environment, plays a big role in maintenance and overseeing activities concerning it. These include environmental research and development, radiological protection, environmental assessment, waste management and chemicals in the environment, climate science and climate change, licensing, and national environmental enforcement. The agency renders advice and technical support where possible to entities engaged in national resource management and environmental protection so as to enable them carry out their responsibilities to satisfaction. They undertake in cooperation with relevant agencies with programs intended to enhance environmental education and public awareness for enlisting public support, encouraging the effort made by other entities in that regard, coordinating the various environment management activities being undertaken by the lead agencies, among others. NEMA statistics confirm that only 40% of the plastic is successfully collected in the environment, leaving 60% around and unkept. Kampala City is accountable for the most plastic wastes. 51% of plastic garbage in the city is collected and ends up in drainage channels, wetlands, undeveloped plots, roadsides, natural water resources, and manholes.
Unknown to most Ugandan, plastics take 450 years to decompose. As an action taken, many tend to ban plastic garbage. However, this is also dangerous, as the toxic fumes emitted as they burn are dangerous too, causing respiratory problems. According to NEMA's Executive Director, Dr. Akankwasa Barirega, encouraging people to recycle is the only way to go, and they are fully invested on this cause. He advised beverage companies to think of going back to when they used glass bottles that could be reused other than single-use plastic bottles. The government is to use tax policies to discourage importation, manufacture, and use of plastics. Companies have been advised to label their product as well as be responsible enough to collect waste that comes from their companies. NEMA says the public and political pressure is needed most to scale up and speed up actions from government, companies, and other stakeholders to solve crisis. Grace NABUKENYA, live at 8.
On Thursday, June 15th, most fields in Oslo produced mouth-gaping performances, but the most impressive was the 5,000 meter at the Bislett Games that took place in Norway featuring KIPLIMO. Raymond Kato with more of this story.
Rekorden 12:52.26 for Kenenisa Bekele historie.
Jacob KIPLIMO from Uganda was defeated by Yomif Kajelva in the men's 5,000 meters Bislett game that took place in Norway in a world leading of 12:41.73. Yomif Kajelva edged out Jacob KIPLIMO by the narrowest of margins. 0.003 microsecond was the difference after 12.5 laps around the track. The competition was intensely tight with a close finish at time of 12:41.73 pending the final verdict. The Ethiopian athlete Yomif and KIPLIMO both completed the race with only fractions of seconds between them.
Det det verste jeg har sett siste 800 her. Og for en duell. Det KIPLIMO? Det et tap?
The runners also crossed the tape and they were separated by breadths of seconds. In this Oslo Diamond League, Telahun Bekele was the third, who finished up in the 12:46.21. Weka Joe from USA finished in fourth and Grihalva Lewis finished the fifth. Jacob KIPLIMO is a Ugandan long-distance runner born on 14th November 2000. He is the world record holder for the half marathon, which he set on 21st November 2021 in Lisbon with a time of 57:31. He is also the 2020 Tokyo Olympia 10,000 meter bronze medalist and won bronze in the event of the 2022 World Athletics Championships. However, Jacob KIPLIMO's next race has not yet been determined as the athlete still recovers from the shocking race. Grace NABUKENYA, Raymond Kato, live at 8.
I den formen som de håper I varmen her.
Uganda under-18 women's team is racing against time for the inaugural CECAFA tournament after having Ayubu Khalifa as the acting coach. Jeffrey Amanya with more details.
Uganda under-18 women's national team newly named coach Ayubu Khalifa is confident that his team will be ready for CECAFA under-18 despite starting preparation a bit late.
Our first friendly match against a selected team. The performance was good on the side of my players. Looking at their fitness levels, I think they're good to go. We are going to work on a few areas that I've seen. The goalkeeping department, the midfield is something lacking, and then the striking line needs to be a bit sharp. Though we've scored the 3 goals, we were supposed to score more goals.
Today we have played our friendly match in preparations for the CECAFA under-18 tournament. We have managed to win the game. We have played very well with the team, and we're looking forward to take the trophy because we are at least in good shape. We have managed to play the ball, and at least we have minimized the mistake, and God willingly we're going to put up a good performance, and so that we can manage to be prepared in the CECAFA tournament.
The CECAFA tournament will take place from June 24 to July 8th. The coach named a squad of 35 players who entered the residential camp at the FUFA Technical Center in Jello on Monday. Khalifa is aware of the time frame before the games in a fortnight's time in Nairobi, Kenya, but confident to have a strong team by then.
Buganda Schools Committee has launched this year's KABAKA tournament in a meeting at Bulange, Mengo.
The Minister of Games, Sports and Leisure argued that FUFA Federation is one responsible for this tournament. Minister Henry Sekabembe Chibelo is quoted to have said that he believes on doing things on time.
Yandibadde azimba ssaawa n'agiteeka buli ajja n'abanga asobola okulaba n'esomera essaawa okusinga abo bano omukulembeze gwe tugamba nti wambavu wamukungu gwe tuyita charismatic leader. What happens when he dies? Kyekibomba omukulembeze oyo afu nolwekyo tumala abakulembeze bamirundi ebiri tumala omukulembeze gwe tuyita crop builder tumane n'omukulembeze gwe tuyita timeteller. A charismatic leader is a timeteller. Yakyokola tubeerawo ne tugamba nti so and so yali w'amaanyi. Federation y'omupiira mu Uganda is a crop builder federation. Ezimba systems and structures ez'amaanyi n'ekola capacity building n'ezifuula function.
The Minister of Games, Sports and Leisure is quoted to have said that this tournament can be a platform to build a strong foundation.
Under 17 under 20 national teams different disciplines. Ezamizanyo gyaffe etufeedingayo nekyo kyonna kitandika naki kyekitutadde mu kisenge kino wano lwaleero era kyekimpa essuubi ery'amaanyi bwe ndaba muze mu bungi bwemuti ate nga ndaba mwina kye tuyita strategic focus and purpose. Bwe tutandikira wansi okuviira ku primary ne tujja ku secondary schools ne tujja ku institutions paka waggulu eno tewali kubuusabuusi. Obwakabaka bwokka si beneficial. Communities zaffe zokka si ze beneficial. Amasomero gammwe gye muva they are not the only beneficiaries. Naye eggwanga lyonna lijja kuganibwa era lijjakusobola okutuuka ku ntoko.
Minister Sekabembe Chibelu went to call upon the schools to take part in this tournament.
Today we have launched the schools tournament competitions for the KABAKA Cup and NABUKENYA Cup. This tournament is exceedingly a very, very important tournament within the process of sports development because it serves as the nursery to feed other bigger competitions. Therefore, I want to call upon all schools at different levels to participate fully in this particular tournament. We can hardly be in position to turn around sports as a discipline if we don't develop sports in schools. Therefore, it's pertinent on all of us as stakeholders at different levels to make sure we participate in these competitions. I want to thank the organizing committee. I want to thank the different federations because you find that it is a collection of different sports disciplines to make, which makes and composes this discipline.
Gastas Mugisha, the vice president, emphasized the federation to put much consideration on players who can take part in this tournament.
We started with a presentation, and my presentation was mainly about making sure that we improve on the integrity of the schools tournament by making sure that the people, the players who play in these tournaments are of the right age and are bona fide students of the schools where they come from. That way would lead to football development in the country as a whole. And me, as the first Vice President of FUFA, and also as the President of Uganda Secondary Sports Association, I've assured of the committee of our commitment from the both bodies to make sure that we work together to make sure that this one happens.
Josh Moses Magans, Anamat of Juliet, live at.
Thank you for watching. That has been Live at 8 with me, Grace NABUKENYA.